Welcome to StoicFlame. Disrespect is something every one of us faces in life. No matter who you are, how kind you try to be, or how much you achieve, there will always be people who will try to belittle you, mock you, or treat you as if you don't matter. And in that moment, you have two choices: react like everyone else or rise above like a king. The truth is, disrespect often says more about the one giving it than the one receiving it. A person who insults, mocks, or disrespects you is simply showing the poverty of their own character. They reveal their lack of self-control, their bitterness, and their insecurity. But if you let their words control your emotions, then you hand them your power. Think of a king walking through his court. If every servant's rude remark made him shout back, would he still look like a king? No, he would look weak, desperate, and small. A true king doesn't respond to every voice in the crowd. He knows that silence is often the loudest answer. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, wrote, "The best revenge is not to be like your enemy." This is wisdom we can all use. When someone disrespects you, the greatest response is not to become like them, not to lower yourself to their level, but to remain calm, collected, and unshaken. That's when you truly win. Imagine someone calls you names, mocks you in public, or spreads lies about you. If you explode in anger, if you argue endlessly, you give them exactly what they wanted: your attention and your peace. But if you keep your composure, if you look at them and simply smile or walk away, they are left powerless. Your calmness becomes your crown. A king understands that respect is not demanded. It is commanded by the way he carries himself. If you chase respect, you look weak. If you live with dignity, self-control, and strength, respect naturally follows. The Stoics teach us that the only thing we truly control is our own mind. You cannot control how others treat you, but you can always control how you respond. Disrespect is an external event. It does not touch your soul unless you allow it. Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." So when disrespect comes, pause, breathe. Remind yourself, this is just noise. This cannot touch me unless I let it. That pause is your power. That silence is your weapon. Think of great leaders, kings, emperors, warriors. They did not waste their energy on every insult. They saved their strength for greater battles. A lion does not turn every time a dog barks. In the same way, when you are focused on your purpose, on your growth, on your mission, the small words of others cannot shake you. But handling disrespect like a king does not only mean silence. Sometimes it means responding with wisdom, with calm words that cut deeper than anger ever could. A simple, steady response can silence 1,000 insults. A firm but calm presence can make even the loudest mocker feel small. Most importantly, never let disrespect change the way you see yourself. If someone disrespects you, it does not mean you are less worthy. Their words do not define your value. Your value comes from the discipline you live with, the principles you stand on, and the respect you show to yourself. So next time disrespect comes, remember, you are the king of your own mind. Do not kneel to their insults. Do not let them steal your crown. Walk with dignity, speak with wisdom, and hold your peace like treasure. But let us go even deeper. Why do people disrespect in the first place? Because most of the time, they are carrying battles inside themselves. A person at peace does not insult others. A person who is truly strong does not need to put others down. Disrespect is usually a reflection of their own pain, their own insecurity, their own jealousy. And here lies the wisdom of kingship. When someone disrespects you, instead of reacting with hate, try to understand that they are acting from weakness. Do not let their weakness create weakness in you. Rise above. Think of this: if every insult could shake a king, then his throne would be built on sand. but a king's throne stands on rock. Your rock must be self-respect. When you respect yourself deeply, no outside disrespect can break you. You become unshakable. Seneca once wrote, "A wise man is content with himself and does not need the applause of others." This means your worth is not in the hands of anyone else. Their words cannot add to you, and their insults cannot take away from you. You already have everything you need within. Disrespect is like a storm. It comes loud, it comes harsh, but it always passes. Do not be the tree that breaks. Be the mountain that stands unmoved. People may throw their words like stones, but stones do not harm the mountain. They only echo back. Now ask yourself this: what is more powerful? To shout back at someone who insulted you, or to remain calm, smiling, and let them burn in the fire of their own anger? True kings know that their silence often humiliates the offender more than any words ever could. But handling disrespect like a king does not mean being passive or weak. It does not mean you let others walk all over you. No. A king sets boundaries. He makes it clear with calm authority that he will not be treated without respect. The difference is he does it without losing his composure. He speaks with firmness, not rage. For example, when someone disrespects you directly, instead of yelling, you can say calmly, "I will not allow you to speak to me in this way." Simple words, but with powerful presence. This is the strength of self-control. It commands more respect than anger ever could. Also, remember this: sometimes the greatest act of strength is simply walking away, not because you are weak, but because your energy is too valuable to waste. Every time you choose peace over pointless conflict, you rise higher. You build your throne taller. Life will test you with disrespect again and again. At work, in relationships, even among strangers. But each time is a chance to prove who you really are, not to them, but to yourself. If you can remain calm under insult, then you have mastered yourself, and self-mastery is the mark of true kingship. So whenever disrespect comes, let it be your training ground. See it as a lesson, not a threat. Ask yourself, can I remain calm in this storm? Can I choose dignity over rage? Can I wear my crown of patience today? If you can, then you have already won. And remember, people cannot steal your crown unless you place it in their hands. Do not give them that power. Keep your crown. Keep your calm. Keep your dignity. But there is something even greater than silence and self-control, and that is forgiveness. To truly handle disrespect like a king, you must understand this. A king's greatness is not only in his power, but also in his mercy. When someone disrespects you, you always have the chance to cut them down with words or actions. But if you choose to rise above, if you choose to forgive, you show a strength that no insult can reach. Marcus Aurelius wrote in his Meditations, "The best way to avenge yourself is to not be like the wrongdoer." This is not only about self-control, but also about compassion. If someone insults you, you do not have to hate them. Instead, realize that they are lost, trapped in anger or bitterness. Pity them, but do not mirror them. Forgiveness does not mean you accept their behavior. It does not mean you allow them to hurt you again. It means you are wise enough to let go, strong enough to move on, and free enough not to carry the weight of their poison in your heart. Think of it this way: every time you hold on to anger, every time you replay an insult in your mind, you are giving them free space in your heart. And a king does not allow his palace to be filled with noise. He keeps it clean, calm, and filled with purpose. Another truth is this: disrespect can be your teacher. Every time you are tested, you learn more about yourself. you discover how much patience you truly have, how much discipline you truly carry, and how deeply rooted your self-respect is. Insults become lessons, disrespect becomes training, and every test makes your crown shine brighter. A king knows that respect from others is temporary, but self-respect lasts forever. People may disrespect you today and admire you tomorrow. Their opinions change like the wind, but your dignity, your calm, your principles, these are eternal if you choose to protect them. So let them speak, let them mock, let them try. Each insult is proof that you are above them. For no one throws stones at trees without fruit. Disrespect is often a sign that you are doing something right, that you are walking a path they cannot walk, that you are living a life they secretly envy. Never forget this. You are not here to please everyone. You are here to live with honor, to master yourself, and to walk your path with courage. If disrespect comes, take it as confirmation that you are different, that you are strong, that you are becoming the kind of person ordinary people cannot understand. So rise above. Speak with wisdom. Walk with dignity. Forgive when you can. Stay silent when you must. And stand firm always. This is how a king handles disrespect. Not with anger, not with fear, but with calmness, wisdom, and strength that no insult can break. If these words gave you strength, if they reminded you of your own power, then walk with us further on this journey. Subscribe to StoicFlame, and let wisdom be the fire that guides you through the storms of life. Here, we grow calmer, stronger, and wiser together. So put on your crown of patience, carry your shield of discipline, and join this community of kings and queens of the mind. Stay strong, stay unshaken, and remember, your peace is your power.